What's up, y'all? Good morning. Birdie's gonna try something different today. I'm gonna try to do a review on the Basketball Wives episode last night, which was season 7, episode 10. These are reading glasses, y'all. So, I really enjoyed this episode. I've been watching it on and off for years. This episode was very good. So, it started off, I don't know if I got everything in order or not, but Jackie helps Tammy's fiance pick a ring and think of ideas to propose. But she took him to this pet farm, and I was like, that's a little weird. He was like, nah, I'm not going for that. And I really like how Jackie is this season. She's very calm and helpful. No drama. Knock on wood. Maybe she's taking medication. I know she's seeing that therapist or psychiatrist, that no-nonsense psychiatrist. She seems like she's mad all the time. I said, maybe she needs a vacation. So then they find a ring, and then I believe it went on to Evelyn. She was walking down the street talking to her grandpappy, because she just, they just found out, they just found him. So they missed a lot of time, many years getting to know each other. So they're going back to Puerto Rico to see the damage that the hurricane caused. I forgot the name of it, of the hurricane. And she went to this Boys and Girls Club, I think it was. And she gave them a whole bunch of gifts. And to see family that she, I guess this is her family. I don't know if she's met them or they've been in her life all the time, or she just met them too. I can't remember that. So then Jennifer goes to court again for another restraining order, which I think is, because she never says who the ex is, but I think it's the guy Tim from Sweetie Pies. I don't really know, but she says he keeps stalking her. I kind of find that hard to believe, because there's a report that she slashed his tires, allegedly. And, when she was on Sweetie Pies for a minute, she took his cousin Monique to go ring shopping, try to get Tim to propose to her. And I'm like, they just met. So she seems a little off, Kristen was like, I'll go with you to the court, because she said, well, we're not really, we're still figuring out our friendship. But she says, you're like pushing all your friends are like gone. And then later on in the episode, she goes to a therapist. And I'm like, maybe that's what she needs. I think we all need therapy. And she's like, she's afraid of being alone in her life. And so, it seems like everybody's going to therapy this episode. I think that's good. Jennifer comes out of court. She says the restraining order still isn't finalized. And she says she's shaking and she's scared and she doesn't want to walk her dog at night. And I'm like, if she's talking about the guy from Sweetie Pies, I don't think Tim's worried about her. I really don't. I could be wrong. And he's a big hippie dude, so I don't think he's gonna be running chasing after her. I really don't. I think she could get away. It's my opinion. So, and then Tammy. Okay, so I skipped one. So Tammy and her two daughters and the fiance, I forget his name, they were doing a cookout, and the girls were asking him, is he gonna propose soon? And he was like, yeah. And they was like, did you get a ring? And he was like, yeah. And Tammy's just looking like, I'm like, wow. I wonder, did he catch that? And so then I think it was the end of the episode that Tammy meets up with Jackie. I did skip something, so I'm gonna go back to that. So Tammy, and something very important, as a matter of fact, Tammy tells Jackie she doesn't want to get married, and she's like, what? And I was like, dang, she gonna break that young dude's heart. It seems like dudes, when they get their heart broken one time, that's it. They are on whole patrol. But anyways, so Tammy goes, she says, I had 3 miscarriages. You know, he's a young guy. He says he's not worried about having kids, but what if, you know, something clicks and he says that he wants to have kids one day? And she's, you know, basically like, she don't want to put herself through that, and which is true, but she said she would stay with him without the marriage. So I don't know how a young dude's going to take that. And that's why I wouldn't want to get involved with a younger guy, because, well, first of all, if you find someone over 30 with no kids, that's kind of amazing these days. But I wouldn't want a younger dude because, you know, first of all, I think they're immature. Not all of them, but most of them. And then if they don't have kids, then they want to have kids. And when you're over 40, I'm not having no kids. My kids are grown. And I'm still, you know, we're still trying to get everyone straight. I'm still trying to get myself straight. So then I don't know when she's gonna, like, whenever he's gonna propose. Maybe she should talk to him before that. Because he's gonna get crushed. I mean, if he's in it for the right reasons, like if he's in it just for a come up. I think he's got money of his own. He bought her a 5-carat ring. I'd be happy with a 0.5 carat. Okay, so I wanted to go back to this was towards the beginning. So Malaysia, I don't know if she meets up with Jackie first or not. I think she meets up with Jackie and she talks about how her son is 11, I believe. And she wants to talk to him about what to do if a policeman approaches you or whatever. Like she said, her brother was shot in the head by a police officer, so she's very scared of police officers, and I am too. Most of them that, you know, if they come to get their hair cut or whatever, they're really, really cool. I think most of police officers are cool, you know, but it's the ones that aren't that scare you. And my son Boogie's, you know, that you see on the videos, he has autism. And we had this talk before. I said, just because sometimes he has random movements and that scares me. Like, just put your hands up. Just put your hands up, you know. I wanted to get him a bracelet. I do have a bracelet. Let me see if I can find it real quick, y'all. Okay. I'm back. So, and I probably need him to get him to wear this more often. I have autism, and it has my name and phone number on there. So I don't know, if y'all call me, I'm not answering. Y'all leave me a message, I might, but I'm not worried about that. But I just wanted to show y'all. It's alertmebands.com if anybody's interested in that. And I should have him wearing this more often. So if he has this on, you know what I'm saying? I had got this for him when he was going to a field trip in Baltimore. And I wasn't gonna be there, so that scared me. So I did. I think it was $20. So, you know, if he's got his hands in air, hopefully the police will read that. You know, it's just scary these days. So, and then Jackie was like, "Wow, you know." She said she's scared. I didn't know Jackie had a 17-year-old son. I was like, "What?" So she's scared for him too. And Laja's like, I tell him he wants to go outside with these hoodies on, take your hoodie down, and he doesn't understand why. So she, well, Jackie says we're gonna have to come up with some ideas on this. So later on, Malaysia was talking with her family. They had all these babies. I was like, whose babies are these? I said, well, I guess they can afford them. But she was talking with them about how she was scared, and she was supposed to pick her brother up that night. She didn't feel like it, and she said he would still be here. But so she talked to her son, and he still looked confused. I mean, he's 11. He wanted to play the video games. They went to this go-kart place, and he wanted to play video games, and he's like, And then and she told him about his uncle that got shot in the head. I mean, she didn't tell him he got shot in the head, and he still, I mean, he looked worried then, but I still don't know if he really understands. So, you know, Jackie had an idea about Malaysia going to, like get a police officer and talk to him, and maybe she would feel better. I think that kind of was a good idea, but she was so scared. So maybe she needs to go to a therapist too. So I think on the next episode, or an episode coming up, Jackie's gonna have like this campaign about police violence, I believe. Not sure. And then and the little girl pointed out at the end of, when it went off, she was like, Shawnee wasn't in this episode. And I was like, very peaceful episode, no drama. I love that. I wish they would do more of that. I'm not really interested in women over 40 or women, period, fighting over stupid stuff. So I hope they will continue that. I didn't have a headache. Usually if I watch these things, I have headaches. And it was just a very peaceful episode. And I think, I hate to say it, but Shawnee, she does these things too. I said, dang, she's a really nice lady when I used to watch it. I said, she's very calm and peaceful. But it seems like she has a sneaky side. Like she wants to, she's whispering in this one's ear. And then, they think it's between them, and then later on they show up and it's a whole bunch of people in the room and like, what did you say to me, and blah blah blah. So I was like, I think it's her show, so she's gotta supposedly make it more interesting, I guess. And then who knows if these things are even real, like they might have bits of truth in them, I don't know. But if they do more things on the line of this last episode really impressed me. I love it. I love when they give back. I love when they, talk about their therapy and things like that. So the shows I'm watching now are, so I've been watching Basketball Wives. I've been watching Power. So let me know if y'all want to know some things about Power. I almost gave up on that too, but it seems like they're on episode 5, so it seems like things are picking up. Watching The Orange is the New Black, and I think that's all I'm watching for now. But if you think Birdie did a good job on this review, let me know if you want to see more of these. And I hope you guys have a good day. Birdie out.